Greetings gamers, Ian Higton here again. Now, I always know it's going to be a good day for gaming when Christian Donlan sends me some video footage of a game he's been enjoying. Seriously, he's like a bearded truffle hog. He shoves his snout into the ever-growing pile of indie games, digs through all the crap and always pulls out a corker. Like this one here, the unpronounceable Rymdkapsel? This tongue-twisting title is actually Swedish for space capsule, or words to that effect. It's a wonderfully strange and stylish strategy game by the indie developer Martin Jonasson, who makes games under the name of Grapefrukt, which is Swedish for grapefruit. Christian tells me he first played this game as part of the Independent Games Festival, and as you can see from the way it controls, it started as a touchscreen game on the iPad and the PlayStation Vita, both of which are brilliant, but for this video we'll be looking at the soon-to-be released PC build, which still works great, even though the definitive versions are more than likely the touch-controlled ones. So our Christian has been hammering away at the Steam build and it's sucked him right back in. Look at him here, rhymed capsuling like a pro once more. Or maybe not like a complete pro. Anyway, Ram Bam Thank You Ma'am Capsel is a game about building a base and then protecting it from waves of invaders who flock in every now and then. Your ultimate objective is to activate 4 separate monoliths scattered around the playing field, but first you have to get to them, building paths for your little minions to access them and then decode their secrets. At heart it's about resources. Your base is made from rooms which are connected by corridors, and all of these require different resources to build. Energy is a turquoise block that requires you to build a reactor to harvest it from the sun. Particle fields, the pink patches of floaty stuff, require extractors to turn them into little squares, while you'll need to build gardens to make green gunk that's then turned into food in yellow kitchens. On top of that you have orange crew quarters which allow you to create new minions, and blue weapons rooms that allow you to blast away at invaders who turn up to ruin your fun. All of these rooms need to be built with balance in mind. If you run out of any resource, you're screwed, and if all your minions die, it's game over. So you have to expand your base slowly, and this is where the game throws in another gimmick. Although you can choose what room to build next, the shape of the room is predetermined. You basically get a series of Tetris pieces given to you, and you have to use the current one before you can get to the next one. This means there's always tension between what you want to do and the pieces you have to work with. It's a brilliant kink in the design, given that the game's about working efficiently and with economy. Oh, and the enemies turn up in increasing numbers, increasingly quickly. There's a little red line at the bottom of the screen that tells you when you can expect them, and at that point you have to order your minions to down tools and get to the weapons bays to finish off the attackers. Moving minions around is handled indirectly. You use the tabs at the very bottom of the screen to move them between defense, building, food delivery, research and that kind of thing. The game's fairly peaceful in its early stages, but by the midpoint through a game, where you've reached 2 of the 4 monoliths say, it gets really hectic. Chris can get a game to last for about an hour and 10 minutes, but he says getting it that far is really exhausting. You lay out a base and then you refine the design as time goes on, but beware because one mistake can be your end. Rymdkapsel is super stylish and the minimalistic audio is beautiful too. Chris was especially taken with the little buzzes and clicks as your minions get into combat gear. And he says he dreads the low drone of approaching baddies. Even though it's so abstract, those little white blocks that serve as your minions have a lot of character too, so for anyone with a heart it's going to be super sad when they die. Rimmel Moisture Renew Lipstick Capsule gives you a few basic objectives to play with to mix up the action. Reach the monoliths, reach them really quickly, survive a set number of waves, and in this PC version there is also a plus mode and a zen mode to make the pleasures last a little longer. It's not for everybody, mind, it's a chilly and rather cerebral sort of spatial challenge at heart, but Christian absolutely loves it, and if it's got his seal of approval, you better believe it's worth having a tinker with. Thanks for watching, and as always, press the subscribe button to add 10 XP to my happy meter. Oh, and let me know in the comments below how you're meant to actually pronounce Rymdkapsel, because I don't have a clue. Wait, was that it? Did I do it right then? Or is it Rymdkapsel? Oh, my brain's melting.